Welcome back to Teenage Nightmares, the place that drags you deeper into the world of the unknown. Today we have a short horror story for you. The Used Game Boy. Leave a like and subscribe. Hello, my name is Teddy. This story takes place during the fall of 2003, when with my parents on one of our usual Saturday morning outings. My parents and I had a routine, spending the early hours driving around town, stopping at garage sales and thrift spots, hunting for little treasures. But this particular morning was different. Instead of a typical garage sale, we pulled up to an estate sale. I remember asking my parents what the difference was. My mom glanced at my dad, then said gently, "It just means someone passed away and their family is trying to move on." I didn't think much of it at the time and treated it like any other sale we'd been to. I wandered around, rummaging through everything they had laid out on folding tables and tarps across the front lawn. It didn't take long for me to realize that most of the stuff had belonged to a kid around my age. Action figures, board games, books, and clothes. But nothing really stood out. The toys were either too worn out or just not my thing, and the clothes wouldn't have fit me anyway. I was about ready to head back to the car when I spotted something on the last table that stopped me in my tracks, a silver Game Boy Advance, sitting neatly inside its original box, along with a stack of games beside it. A handwritten tag read, $15. I lit up with glee and rushed to show my mom. She barely blinked before handing the woman a 20, telling her to keep the change. The woman smiled politely, but just as she was handing over the box, she said something that stuck with me. "Don't let him have it near him late at night." My mom and I exchanged a look, both assuming she just wasn't a fan of kids playing video games too much. We shrugged it off, thanked her, and got back in the car. We had no idea what was really waiting inside that box. The rest of the day was pretty uneventful, so I'll spare you the details. We drove around until about 4 p.m., grabbed some fast food for dinner, and headed home. It wasn't until around 11 p.m. that things started to get weird. I was in bed, with the lights off except for the soft glow from my new Game Boy. I was completely zoned in, playing one of the games that came with it, when I caught something out of the corner of my eye. A shadow, quick, darting across the room. I froze, my fingers still hovering over the buttons. For a second, I told myself it was nothing. Maybe I was tired. I rolled over and tried to fall asleep. Then, I felt it, a sudden, sharp tug on my foot, so hard it yanked me an inch down the bed. A tall, dark figure emerged from the corner of my room. He was mere inches from me. I wanted to yell for my mother, but I was in a lock or something. I could not move. Then he whispered in my ear. I just remember waking up after that. It was morning time. I knew it was the game, so I threw it away and never heard from that thing again.